All right, take 62. 3, 2, 1. All right, you just hit that digital download button on the Jumparound podcast here on Spreaker.com. This week, totally uncensored. Wes Parkey, Joe Beasley, and a cast of 2 or 3 more.
Trying not to get banned.
Right after the fancy music. Strap it in. Hold on tight. Here we go.
Hit the music. Key it up.
This is only take number 75 now. But we're going to keep at it because we two crazy boys. The big round mound of sound, Big Joe Beasley. 220 pounds of brown-eyed soul, Wes Parkey, and we're coming at you on the Jumparound podcast on Spreaker.com. It still takes 63 or 73. I don't know.
I think it's take 74.
I don't know. But we're going to get out of it now. Thank God. We made it through that part. I've only had to retake that how many times now? I can't seem to get through that.
73.
It was a bunch. But the director, me, didn't say cut that time. Man. Well, here we are. We're at the lovely Jungle Room Studios here on the east side of Beaufort, Georgia. And it is, what day is it, Joe?
It is Tuesday. Fabulous Tuesday. And you know what Tuesday is, right?
Absolutely.
25-cent wings and drink specials at the Tilted Kilt, Mall of Georgia.
I thought it was Jumparound Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, Jumparound Tuesday. We're going to have a live remote.
Live remotes from, I don't like the Tilted Kilt. What do they call it? We call it something else. The shitty titty. The
shitty titty.
I should say, right off the bat, which is already too late. Now we got to go to take 76.
This will be an uncensored show, ladies and gentlemen.
Totally uncensored today. No beeps, no bleeps, no bicycle bells, none of that. We're going off the cuff today. So I'm letting you know right up front. If you are politically correct, cut off the show right now. If you get upset with a few unsavory words, cut the show off. We'll see you next week. Come back next Tuesday. This isn't
a PC crowd show. This isn't a politically correct show.
This show is going to be it's going to be rough.
Vile.
Yes.
Vile to say the least.
Yes, it's going to have a lot of unsavory words in it. So
well, maybe not your hosts. Maybe not us so much.
You don't want to say shit, cock, damn, titty. What's the problem?
I didn't say I wouldn't say those words.
Well, I just did anyway. So whatever. No beeps today. It's just the way it is. You want content, you get content. You're going to get a little blue content today. So what's going on, man? Let's get off that. Let's move on. What you got going on today?
It's Tuesday, man. Another Tuesday, just hanging out. It's middle of the week.
My back is absolutely shredded. My back is giving me so much of a problem right now. I'm lucky to be sitting here even doing this show. I should be laying in the bed instead of sitting in here fooling around with this tomfoolery.
You got to take care of yourself, man. You're getting old.
Got to get on the ground and do my DDP yoga and get my back straight.
That's right. If you'd have seen this guy when I walked in his house earlier today, he was rolling around on a 1 foot blue roller, plastic, looked like a fun noodle down here in the middle of the floor. And I come in and I'm thinking it's like right out of one of those commercials, you know, the little old ladies laying that life alert.
I'm falling and I can't get
up.
up.
Wesley, you okay down there? You need help? You need help getting up out of the floor? I'm good. I'm just stretching out. Okay, you and your fun noodle, whatever you do in your private time is up to you.
That's a foam roller is what it is. You can get it at any place that sells sports equipment. It's a foam roller. You use it to get tightness out of muscles in your body. You use it to roll out. Like you got a tight leg, you can use it to get the tightness out of your leg or out of your back.
Beat the hell out of the neighborhood kids is what you do with it, man.
It is. It's very firm foam for sure. It's that's encapsulated foam or something because it's you could do some damage if you hit somebody with it. They don't even have to sell. They're going to sell if you crack them with that. I promise you.
The kids these days, they don't know nothing about selling. They can't even sell candy bars for school.
Oh, that's all they do, man. We didn't have to do that stuff when we were growing up. We had one candy drive a year or something. We had to go out and you had to sell wrapping paper. You had to sell candy once a year. These kids now, your kids, seems like they're knocking on my door every damn 2 weeks or every month. Hey, you want to buy some wrapping paper?
Knocking on your door, man. They just call you up or send you an email.
You buy something for me for my school? What's up with what is with all the fundraisers for these schools these days?
Cut all the money out of the budget, I guess. That's about it.
They do.
Me? They sell, man. They sell mattress. Shit you not. The softball team over there at the school.
Yeah, thanks for bringing up softball.
Your favorite sport. Selling damn mattresses.
Mattresses.
Who the hell wants to buy a mattress? Now, granted, I guess if you're in the market for a mattress, that's a good thing. I'm not trying to alienate or offend the softball crowd over there at the high school, but y'all got to come up with a better gimmick than selling mattresses. But I think the band sells bed sheets.
Well, yeah.
So it all kind of works together.
Yeah. Get your damn Lanier Longhorn mattress. Get your damn Lanier Longhorn bed sheets to go with it.
That's right.
Which department? The art department. I guarantee you. Art department, you know what they sell? Candles. Scented candles. That would only make sense.
I guess. It's not like it was when we were in school, though.
So which department over at the school sells the fun toys? Who has the fun toy show? When you go over to some lady's house and they hand out all the action gadgets. Which department's having that?
It might be the soccer moms team that does that. I don't know.
It might be. Look into that, Joe. Get back to me on that.
Yeah, I'll look into that. All right, I'll have to ask around. I'm sure that's one of those.
Is that invitation only?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those private affair deals. Private parties. Well, you get the invite for that. It's not going to come from your sophomore.
I'm not buying that from you. I'm just going to go down and see the weirdo that works down there at the Starship Fun Toy Adult Entertainment store down there. I'm just going to go buy the stuff from him. I'm not buying it from you. I'm going to go down there and buy it from the weirdo because at least he won't remember. I won't ever see that guy except maybe in the damn drive-thru line at Wendy's or something some night. But
you won't remember him at least.
Yeah, he won't remember me. He's got plenty of other weirdos that come in there. He's not going to remember me. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I hear you.
So the uncensored version today. No, we're not changing son of a bitch to scum bum.
No, don't go there. Ruined your childhood.
Scum bum.
How can you put that in a movie, man?
They did. That's the way they edited it down.
Sunday night movie on ABC. Smokey the Bandit. Hell yeah, Smokey the Bandit. We're going to watch some Smokey the Bandit. Scum bum.
You scum bum.
I'm going to barbecue your butt in molasses. He didn't say that, Jackie.
Doesn't have the same punch.
No, not at all.
What's the one in Casino? What was it in Goodfellas?
It could be any movie. It could be any movie with Joe Pesci and De Niro.
Calls him like a cocksucking fairy or something. And they changed it. They changed it to fairy godmother or something like that.
Oh, that was the. It was Casino, I think.
Yeah.
Called him a cocksucking motherfucking whatever, and then they called him a mother goose fairy or something. I don't know, man.
Makes perfect sense. Fits right in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's always a bad edit too. It's like some guy that sounds like Joe Pesci or sounds like one of those actors, and they edit it in all horrible. The lips don't match up. You see him, and you can see the guy saying, "Go fuck yourself," and then it's like, "Go feel yourself," and you're like, "What?
Go fiddle yourself."
Exactly.
No, they wouldn't say fiddle because they wouldn't say that. They would say, "Go wash yourself." That's what they'd say.
Exactly. Editing censored movies.
A hardened criminal. A hardened mafia guy is going to say, "Go wash yourself."
Go wash yourself?
Yeah.
No.
He's going to have some selective verbiage.
That'd be a pretty good job to have, though. If you had that job, you could probably make it fun.
Washing yourself?
No, being the editing guy.
Oh.
Being the voiceover editing guy.
That guy's sitting there, and he's thinking the same thing where he's going, "This is completely stupid."
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's coming up with different sayings.
So... Yeah, how do they come up with those sayings anyway?
I'm just saying, the guy's probably in there bored. He's probably come up with stuff.
Some guy has to write the additional script lines for that. So
Yep.
And then they have to take it to standards and practices.
Yeah, FCC.
Well, whoever the motion picture association,
MIPA or whatever it was.
The BR549, whoever it is that does that damn stuff.
That's right.
Hey, we got a couple shout-outs to do here real quick.
Shout it out.
Houston, Texas. Hello. Houston sent me a text message and said, I'm a loyal listener, and I haven't heard my town mentioned yet on the shout-outs. Hello.
There you go, Houston. You're on there.
Houston, we have a problem, by the way. You need to call me, and you're going to find out about it. Houston, Texas. Houston going to be saying goodbye. You're going to watch it. We got New Bern, North Kakalaki. New Bern, North Carolina.
Where the hell is New Bern, North Kakalaki?
Hello. It's right up there next to Old Bern, North Carolina.
Should have known.
Yeah, right next door to each other.
Should have known.
Not even a town in between.
Two-horse town. That's a one-horse town, maybe.
Might be a one-horse town. I don't even know. Who else we got? Who we got on the Twitter following us over there at Jumparound_pod?
On the Twitter, we got some new followers this week. Yeah, we do have a few new followers this week. Looks like we got a couple new people here. We got Dixie from the Atlanta Biz Chronicle.
Hello.
Apparently, we're getting pretty popular over there.
They love us at that Atlanta Business Chronicle.
Spread the word.
We're going to have to put an ad in the paper over there at the Atlanta Business Chronicle because they love us.
Well, they should. We're here to entertain.
We need to get the guy. We need to get the weatherman from like 11 Alive following us or something.
Ken Burns or Ken Cook, one of them guys, man. That would be all. You know what? That's going to be our play for the week. Let's see who. Let's go out and get a couple of these people, these locals, and see if we can follow them and get them to follow us. That should be our goal. Let's start finding some famous, but not so much like Evel Knievel. I see we're following Evel Knievel.
Hey, Evel Knievel's the guy. He's like a god.
Is Evel still around? I thought he was gone.
He's dead. He's long gone. He died 5 years ago.
That would not be the real Evel Knievel then.
No, it's his Twitter though. You know.
I got you.
Because Evel is the motherfucker.
Yeah, he is the man.
That's right.
That was the baddest toy of all time.
Evel was the man.
That's right.
I still worship that man, even though he's dead. And he was a complete asshole from what I understand, or he could be at times. But regardless, we're getting into the interview. Let's move on.
Okay.
We got to get into the interview this week. We got Kerry Maguire, the world's greatest sports agent. But as you're going to find out, it ain't Kerry Maguire. It's not Kerry Maguire. Not Jerry. Not Kerry Maguire.
He was probably okay with that until around 98, 99, whenever that movie came out. And then downhill from there.
I guess. But anyway, we got that coming on. And then, you're out of town next week, right? I gotta go call in the backups. You're going out of town next week?
Yeah, heading out of town. I think I got jury duty actually for part of the week.
So where are you going? Where are you going out of town to?
We're gonna head out of town. We're gonna take a trip up to the nation's capital.
Taking the podcast on remote, taking it on location, so to speak.
We're going to try that out, aren't we? We're going to try this live remote from wherever. That's right. We're going to take it from DC, and I think we maybe run a live remote from the Hoover Dam.
And then we are actually, I think we're talking about taking this on the road to Memphis. Showing up and doing some live podcast from Mempho-Tenno.
Rolling.
Actually, from our
into Mempho.
Yeah, rolling into Mempho on that Delta, not that TWA, but taking it up there to the lovely Gold Strike Hotel and Casino up there. Because we got a couple of folks up there in the Mempho-Tenno area that we want to get on the podcast here. So we'll have a prime podcasting location actually down there in Tunica, Mississippi.
TBA.
Probably in the month of July, I would figure, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll come up there and hit up everybody. Those that aren't in jail that we know. You know, I mean, I'm not scared of going to the penal farm and getting some interviews. But I'm not going down to 201 Poplar.
No. Stay away from 201 Poplar.
Yeah. But if you're just on the penal farm for the weekend or something, yeah, you know, why not? I'll go down there. So our folks in Memphis, you can hit us up on the Twitter machine at Jumparound_pod on the Twitter. or you can email us at the jumparoundpodcast@gmail.com or on Facebook, Jump Around Podcast. Go like our page. Keep up with us.
Or YouTube.
Yeah, that too. Hit us up on there. Hell, we're all over the damn social media. All right, so we got Mr. Jerry Maguire, world's greatest sports agent. He's coming up right now. Put some cotton in your ears.
Hold on to your pants. Hold on to your children, and cover their ears. Get the earmuffs out, because this isn't a children's show.
This is uncensored, and it's rough, because we like it that way. We like it rough.
Vile.
Here we go with Mr. Jerry Maguire. Stand by. So we're here today in the Jungle Room Studios here in the lovely east side of Beaufort, Georgia. And I have the one guy I've been trying to drag on here to the Jump Around podcast for probably, even before the show was like up and running, I've been trying to get this guy on the show, and I finally got him in here. He paid me good money to sit in front of the microphone, and I appreciate it. I have the most entertaining sports agent in the history of professional sports I have today, Mr. Jerry Maguire. And not only that, but we also are recording this for the first time in front of a live studio audience. Everybody, let them know that you're out there.
Yeah, that's not me.
What do you mean?
My sports casting days, agent, that's not me.
I never said you were a sportscaster. I said you were a sports agent. I saw the movie, dude. I actually watched it to prep for this damn interview.
It's not incognito. I'm not trying to hide.
You're not trying to be like Don, last name withheld to protect his identity.
No, I represented him before, but in this case, no, that's not me.
You're not Jerry Maguire.
I am not Jerry Maguire.
Then who are you?
It's K with a K. Kerry Maguire. Like every Mexican says K. like the jewelers. Kerry.
Kerry Maguire.
I have been around the world. Even when I call Pakistan for tech support, I get the Jerry Maguire joke. But no, it's a K.
What an Irish name, Kerry Maguire.
That it is.
You're not a sports agent?
Not.
You don't have any good stories to tell me?
No.
Show me the money? None of that?
No.
Nothing good? So what do you do? Kerry Irish Maguire.
Well, I don't drink. So our buddy over there, you said Irish Joe. Yeah, that's.
I disagree with the drinking part, sir, because it just so happens you have a glass in front of you like I have in front of me right now, which is a glass of Jägermeister with a little Diet Coke mixed in.
Seems to be Irish in name only, I do suppose. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not touching that one, buddy.
Right.
Yeah, Irish in name only. Well, that could be true. I mean, what size shoe do you wear?
It's 12.
12, and you're like 6'2". You're tall. Yeah. You're a tall hoss. You're a big old boy.
I know the weather up there.
That's about the only. I'm leaving the rest of it out. You can use your imagination for the rest of that. So, I'm glad you finally decided to come on and do the Jump Around podcast.
Well, I appreciate you having me here.
So what's going on, man? What? Here's the new one is what's the haps?
What is the haps?
That's what all the cool kids say.
Well, yeah, I'm not up so much with the kids these days. It's turned 40 last year, getting a little bit older, so I'm not as hip as I once was. The mind thinks you can do something, and the body tells you no. So as my dad likes to say, is getting old ain't for sissies. But
well, yeah, but now, I'm 44, and my mind still tells me I'm a 21, 22-year-old.
Right. Well, look, I'm still taking. I've gotten to the point now where I take naps.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, we got to have naps. You sleep on the on the couch. You get up with the back sore. You can't crash anywhere. You get older now, and the little things start slipping. Like, I don't know when the hell Taco Bell closes anymore. Because I used to know, to 2 a.m., I can still make that damn taco run. I'm headed to the border. Not so much anymore.
I've never known you to stay up past
See,
midnight.
That's right. So now you're having to tap out a little bit sooner. You're not going to the clubs. And if you do, you have that young chick that comes up to you, and you're thinking, oh, man, hey, baby, what's going on? And she starts being friendly with you, and you catch on pretty quick that you're probably a scavenger hunt item from one of the sorority places, where they mark on their little thing, pick up a guy who's way below your league, I'm that guy, You quickly learn to understand that, you're not the young chicken you used to be.
You so discount yourself, man. Just, 40, or just, I ain't going to say 40. I'm going to say just being, over 25.
Right.
You gain a wisdom, dude. You gain a certain kind of knowledge. You gain this, you got your swagger now.
Well, you do. You get experience, And it's kind of like, when you get older, they say, your aim gets better, but you just don't have quite the ammunition you used to.
You're discounting yourself. Look, you don't know when Taco Bell closes. All right, well, no, let me go back before that, because you're talking about this nap thing. Now I will agree. Now I like them naps, man. If I knew the naps I could have gotten in kindergarten, man, I'd have been taking those things way sooner.
Right.
But I like to take my naps 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the day. You like to take your naps at like 7, 8 o'clock at night. I call that going to bed.
You do wake up in a stupor wondering, why is it dark outside?
You always wake up and go, fuck, I'm late for work.
Quick, make my cereal,
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
I mean, no, really, like if I fall asleep on the couch and then I wake up, and it's like 9 o'clock or something, and then you go, fuck, it's like 7 o'clock. I got to hurry up and get ready to go to work. But it's only like 9, and you're like, whew, all I did was like Miss American Idol. I don't
the
watch,
important stuff.
Well, I don't watch American Idol. I know you watch American Idol.
No.
You don't catch me watching that crap.
But I can't. I go to bed when I need to. I can't be getting into what these kids do. They're extreme sports. Like parkour and all these things where they run and they jump and.
Wait. What is parkour?
Oh, that Parker stuff, man. They climb walls and they do backflips, and you can't just walk down the street anymore.
No.
You have to do it special.
Well, what is park? You're still losing me.
It's like it's like
I've
that
never
movie,
heard of
Jim
this.
Cotta.
Have
you ever seen Jim Cotta?
That's like from 1982.
It is. It was Jim Cotta reborn. They say everything's in a cycle. Bell bottoms come back. Jim Cotta came back.
And what was? I mean, I do remember the movie because it had that whatever gymnast was popular in like the '84 Olympics or something. He was in it. I remember. But so you're saying the kids just can't walk down the street?
Right.
The kids have to.
Well, you got to have your special shoes, and you have to do a handstand off the handrail, and then flip into a flower bush. Try not to face plant. You got the kids who run and they jump off the building onto the next building like damn Spider-Man, right? This is called, urban running or parkour. My version of parkour is like, don't step on a crack, break your mother's back. I can't even get my paces right. My mom's in traction.
I saw that shit back in the 90s. We called it Jackass on MTV.
Right.
It wasn't no parkour.
Yeah, but that's the everyday thing.
You're trying to tie that into me, parkee. I don't like that.
No, this is the most adventurous I get now is like jaywalking. This is like my version of parkour.
Oh.
Both feet on the ground.
Adventurous. You're not. You're right. I mean, I kind of see that in you now that you mention it. You're not a very adventurous kind of person.
Well,
straight vanilla ice cream at night, black coffee, no cream or sugar.
Right. Well, I get it. It's like, bungee jumping. I mean, that's not really for me. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure a lot of people do it and have fun, but it's a little bit like getting a blowjob from your grandmother. I'm sure it feels great. Just don't look down, right?
You're going to hell, my man.
Just close your eyes. That's a bungee jump.
Look at my hands. I know the people listening are not going to be able to see this. Look at my hands. Do you see that opening form? That's the gates of hell, sir. And they just open wide for you.
I'm just telling you.
You told me, all right. Yeah. Good Lord.
So, well, I'll ask you. Like, what would you do? Would you be willing to take a piss in Oscar Pistorius' bathroom?
Well, now, yes, because he's not there. His ass is in jail. I'm good right now.
Right.
I'm good taking a piss in his bathroom.
Right.
And you're right. Waking him up in the middle of the night? No, probably not so much of a risk, a situation I want to get involved in.
So I mean, you got to live. There's an edge to life, sure, but you got to be safe. Like you're not going to go partying with the Duke lacrosse team, right? It's just not. It's not the thing to do.
I agree. 20 years ago, maybe. Now, 25 years later, no, I'm not going to be doing something like that.
Right.
I can't say that I would ever go anywhere with a lacrosse team. Period.
Right.
Lacrosse,
especially not from Duke.
Especially not. Well. Two strikes there.
Right.
One, Duke University. Two, lacrosse team.
Yes.
lacrosse team. Now look, it's actually a macho sport because you got to be kind of tough to play it. Shit, that little ball hurts when it hits you.
Well, a bunch of white dudes running around with sticks beating the hell out of each other.
And my wife's brother, rest his soul, was on a championship lacrosse team in college. And I've seen his lacrosse stick. They still have it, and I wouldn't want to get whacked with
It's like
it.
getting caned.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to get whacked with that lacrosse stick. No, I guarantee you.
Well, speaking of getting older, you and I had been discussing if you have gout. How's the gout?
Well, I don't think I have gout though. I had that feeling in my foot, and I thought I had gout, but I don't know if I have it or not. But sometimes my foot gets a little stiff. Yeah.
Does your urine smell like an old bowl of Lucky Charms?
That first batch in the morning is pretty strong,
Right.
but I can't say it smells like Lucky Charms. It's not like I go,
Well,
that smells like Lucky Charms.
all right. Well, that doesn't really have anything to do with gout. I was just wondering how weird of a motherfucker you are. But I feel you on the gout.
I get a little stiffness in my foot, though,
Yeah?
I mean, I don't know if it's...
Stiffness in the morning's tough, man.
well,
Makes it difficult to walk.
If you have it in the right spot,
Right.
I mean, I agree with that. But this stiffness is in my foot, though, and it kind of hurts, and I can't really crunch my toes down all the way.
All right.
Which is why I was wondering if I had gout. But it's not very painful, and I guess that's the key word. I mean, I know somebody else that has the gout, and that's not the...
I've had my fair share.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that it doesn't really hurt that bad where it's like on fire or anything, but it's just, I'm like, damn, I just can't close my foot up. But enough about the gout. I mean, I don't think people want to listen to me talk about the gout.
No, I was just...
or about pissing like Lucky Charms.
Just trying to find out what type of weird dude you are,
I don't think I'm that weird, I mean, it might be a little off, but I'm not weird. Now, let's so what do you really do for a living? Do you care to...
I'm in IT.
You're in IT,
Yeah.
because Don, the King of Buford, last name withheld to protect his identity. He's in that information technology sector as well, too.
Yes, he is.
So y'all got a couple things in common there.
Bright feller, that Don.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
I hear he's a bright fella.
Yes.
So you work in information technology. Now, you used to, I know you were preparing for a career in law enforcement at one point. And you were actually going to be part of the Secret Service. Is that right?
That's right. I did my 6-month internship with them to be hired on. Took the federal test, and after those 6 months, you kind of learn a little bit more. It's not the Jack Bauer 24 TV show that you see on your Sunday night television. It's a lot more paper and pen and sitting behind a desk.
Yeah, a nerd like you wouldn't have been out there trying to shoot up damn terrorists.
No.
You'd have been chasing people trying to scout off like funny money or something like that.
Well, that's the best part about the Secret Service.
A little boring ass job. You wouldn't even be pulling your revolver out.
Let me tell you something. The best part about the Secret Service is funny money. The reason being is, as soon as a phony bill gets passed at the Cheetah, you will see the Secret Service office empty like a madhouse because everybody's going down there to the strip club.
To the Blue Grotto.
Wherever it may be.
Pink Pony.
Magic City.
Oasis.
You just call them out, and I don't care if it's a dollar bill or a 50-cent piece. If there's a phony piece of money getting passed, there's going to be a pile of Secret Service standing there wanting to check the goods, if you get my drift.
Yeah, those Secret Service people seem to like those what do you want to call them? Those houses of ill repute in those. Seems like they've had a lot of instances where they've been.
You do have to have a thorough investigation.
You're just protecting our country. Is that
That's right. That's right.
Is there any like interesting stories you can tell, or is there anything you were like sworn to secrecy to this day that you can't really talk about?
I did 2 protection details. One for Jimmy Carter, which is akin to protecting a snail. It's about as bright and about as fast.
No way.
Yes,
You're talking about the former president of the United States, bless his heart.
Well, and then...
and he's up there in years, It's not like he's 40 or something like us,
true.
Come on, it's not like he's... he's going to be a little bit slower of foot than probably me or you.
And it so happens that I was also there in my graduating years when Clinton was in office, among the, why didn't I kill those damn women so they couldn't come and talk about me?
Oh, when he was fooling around is what you're saying.
So
let's just call it what it is.
Right. So he was there in Atlanta, which is where I went to school. So I was on a detail there with when he came to town for protection. Now, I wasn't in the line of fire per se.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't have a vest, but I was, you get to go and learn about the sharpshooters and all these different things. Dude packs an Uzi under the seat, and you don't buck too hard, buddy.
Did you get to hold a gun?
I was allowed to go to the shooting range, so yes.
But you didn't get to pack no heat when you walked on the street?
No.
They didn't trust you that much, huh?
Well, no, not so much.
You were the paperwork bitch.
I was the first person they pushed down. Get out of the way.
Here, Maguire.
Right.
Handle this for us, kid. Go get the donuts and the coffee from Dunkin' Donuts down the street.
It wasn't for me.
Was there any other? Well, yeah. Okay. So why did you get out? I mean, what's the reasoning behind it?
Well, the boring story being it was a family endeavor. Both of my parents being in federal law enforcement, so it seemed like a natural path. But you go through school, loved it, excelled at it, and it worked well with my logical mind. But the actual work to be done, I couldn't see myself driving to downtown Atlanta and doing that every day of my life.
That was interesting. I didn't know that. Both of your parents were in law enforcement.
Yes.
Your mother was like a karate teacher.
She was the founder of Gymkata.
So your mom teaches all these kids to do this stupid walking on the walls and flipping into the bushes?
She's a parkour teacher.
Okay. And your dad, now I know your dad was with the FBI.
Yeah, he was actually in federal law enforcement, yeah. So okay. he did these things and pressed big cases on, Leona Helmsley and all these other people who did, tax evasion and all these other types of stuff. So he was... He left for a while and did kind of the opposite side, where he was, because he knew the system could keep people out of jail for things, right? So he kind of became a private investigator for a while. So
your daddy wasn't a Donnie Brasco type?
No. He wasn't. He wasn't turning rats. He was just, No
one said state's evidence. He was still a law enforcement officer, but Donnie Brasco was an honest guy. He was just, portraying a part. Have you ever watched that movie?
I have.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
So what did your mom do again, seriously? Because I really wasn't paying attention.
She was in the federal district courts. Yeah, so law enforcement from the judge side.
Paper pusher.
She worked for the district courts, actually, to the judges themselves. So not stenographer, that's my aunt. So more, in direct relationship with judges.
Damn, all your folks working in the big government jobs, aren't they?
Where we were. Where we are.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody works for the government. Everybody get a little taste. So from what I understand, you are now officially poor. You're buying a new house. I think, right?
Right.
Tell me, because we've gone through this before. But what have you learned? This is your second house,
right?
So what did you learn from the last time you bought a house?
Don't buy a townhouse. Step one.
You're not buying a townhouse now.
No.
You've bought you are in a townhouse, a condo, a zero lot.
Right.
And you're moving into something nicer.
Right. Moving into a new humble abode.
Okay.
Yes.
So like.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is which company to move you not to have. I won't say any names.
You can say them. They ain't listening. 2 Men in a Truck.
No.
Bulldog Movers.
These people.
Allied Van Lines.
No, this Peach Movers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen
you
their
got
trucks.
Bobby Cox out there. He's doing his whole shtick about, there's no tree in Peach. There's no intelligent people at Peach either.
Are they moving you?
No.
You're not going to let them move you?
No. I spoke with a woman. Took her 3 days to get back to me. Give me a quote. All I want to do is move, right?
And you live in a townhouse. You can't have much shit.
Right. No, there's not. This is 2 bedrooms and a damn, a living room. I'm not moving the world here.
You're a bachelor. You got nothing but a damn toaster oven and a damn microwave in there, right?
That's it. You eat at the coffee table every night. That's dinner, right?
TV dinners, bachelor ass.
That's right. Make sure you have the good, you want the 1100-watt microwave.
Whatever you can get to make your shit go quicker.
Right. So, well, frozen dinners do make your shit go quicker. I'll tell you that. But step one, this is what I've learned, right? Okay. In my moving, don't deal with these clowns. But there will be some changes moving forward. I, like you said, bachelor. I'm living alone and all this stuff, and my girl is going to be moving in with me at the new house.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's going to be a new experience.
You have never lived with anybody before?
Well, I've had roommates before, sure, but this will be
not
the
a
first.
Not a female roommate.
Not a significant other. Yes.
Okay.
So
y'all are basically common law marriage anyway.
Well, we're not married. We just like living in sin.
How long have you two been together?
Well, we figure it's not premarital sex if you're not getting married.
That's
right?
not what I asked. How long have you two been together? Father Wesley is asking you, how long have you two been
Because
together?
the common law is when you live together for those numbers of years. These are just merely in passing years.
Oh. So you're not going to let her listen to this one.
Right. We'll edit that part out.
You're going to keep this away from her. She's not going to hear this. So okay. So anyway, you were talking about living with her.
Well, you figure, being my first significant other to live with, there's going to be rules.
You have to flush the toilet.
Right.
Keep the toilet seat down.
There's going to have to be things that I have to get used to.
Toilet paper has to be wound like with the roll over the top instead of the roll under the bottom.
Right. Yeah. You can't do it the communist way. You know, I got to get used to her always being there at the house. You got to find out when you're going to have time to masturbate. Right? Because it's now on her schedule.
Good Lord.
Hang on, I'm dying here. Hang on. Because you're going to have to always do it on her schedule, right?
Well, no.
It really becomes a joyless process at that time. It's kind of like a fat guy going out to eat. There's no joy in it. You're just going to eat, right? You just
good gravy.
The gravy comes later.
I'm just stepping all in it, aren't I? I'm just like stepping in it and splattering it all around. Good grief. Look, how do I even approach that?
You're flustered now.
Is it? Yeah. I am flustered.
But these are things I have to deal with, right? These are new for me.
Okay.
You have to learn, are we going to allow...
I thought that's what the significant other was for,
Well,
so you didn't have to take care of that stuff all the time. But you're saying you like a little bonus time, is that what you're saying?
Right. I mean, you can't always be the straight Protestant with, you have to have the sheet with the hole in it, where you can look through this. We have to live a little, right?
Oh, Lord.
Because it's like, all right. You go a couple years. Look, I'm not married, but you're married. And we know some of our other listeners and our participants are married, right? So sometimes you have to spice things up, right? I mean, you can't just be frozen pizza every night.
Sometimes you got to go to down there to that old Starship place and look at the toys on the wall. I get it. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, like if you're going to invite another person over, right?
Okay.
Right. Well, I'm just saying.
I got you.
You can go to Starship. You might bring over somebody, but there's still going to be rules and boundaries.
Okay.
Like it might be something like no women who wear underwear with dick holes in them.
No, wait a minute. No women who wear I'm trying to process this. No women who wear underwear with dick holes in them.
Yeah, like Rosie
Rosie
O'Donnell.
Well, she's just a lesbian. That's not.
She wears the pants. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but every pair of pants has a dick hole in them, so to speak.
Not the underwears, my friend. Not the underwears. Or, you might have, it could be something more simple than that, right? It could be like only people with orange pubic hair. Because who doesn't want to bang a clown?
Well,
I mean, if you're spicing it up, you might as well.
Well, I'm just going to tell you. You said that, and I immediately thought redhead, little carrot top action.
Right.
I didn't think about a clown,
Well, if you actually look at that dude, he just about is a clown with all the work he's had. So,
He's had that, Carrot Top, the comedian, has had a lot of. I'm eating a Mike and Ike. I shouldn't be doing that when I'm doing a podcast. But he's had a lot of work done. Yeah, I agree. His face is like pulled back, and he's almost androgynous looking, almost to the point.
Right.
I think, yeah.
You're not quite sure.
Yeah.
You have to check under the curtain to make sure you know what you're getting.
Okay, so next topic there. What? What's got me pissed lately is the whole Washington Redskin thing. Got my fur up, so to speak.
Got your ire.
Yes, I don't understand why the U.S. Patent Office gets to determine what is offensive and what is not offensive. Myself, and I'm pretty damn well irritated. You can go name a football team the Fat White Honkies. It doesn't bother me one bit. It's not. I'm not going to get my all up in arms over a football team called the Fat White Honkies.
Right, you're not offended.
I'm not offended by it.
Yeah, and there are enough examples out there of other teams and mascots that I'm not quite sure as to why at this particular point, they're picking on the Washington Redskins. It just seems to be, I don't know if they've got a vendetta against that specific owner or what, but, on the other side of the coin, I do understand that, they do need to change their name. A team name, really, is supposed to present a strong, positive, almost an aggressive image, right? But if you think about it, the word Washington has become synonymous with incompetence, stupidity, aggravation. They need to just change the damn name to the Redskins. I sure as hell don't have any faith in Washington.
Take the Washington out of it.
That's
is what
right.
You're saying. Keep the Redskins. That's not the offensive part.
That's not the offensive part at all.
Keep the Washington. Amen, brother. Amen to that. Take the Washington part out. I'd be offended if I lived in Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can, hey, you can go with that. That's all right. But, you got Chief Nakahoma down here in the Braves Stadium.
What the hell? I hate the Braves, but I love that gimmick.
Right.
I love that gimmick. That little guy coming out there, whoo, 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 and every damn time the ball went out of the park, and he'd hop around the damn teepee out there.
Right.
That was good stuff.
There you go. Get the rain dance going. Whatever the hell it was, the home run dance.
I know it. I know it. That stuff was great.
I don't get it.
We used to have this guy in Memphis. Now, the name of the minor league ball team in Memphis was the Chicks, and it was short for the Chickasaws.
I see.
Okay? But we used to have a guy out there, back in the late 70s and early 80s. The Chicks hit this hot streak, man. They just went on fire. They won the division championship. I don't think they won the league championship, but they were a very good team. And they had a unofficial mascot, a guy that came out of the stands, and his name was the Medicine Man. Okay. And he came out there with the bull head on, he had the bull
like a
head.
fan who's really into the team.
Yeah, and he'd come out there, and he'd make out the little letters with his body, CHICKS, Chicks, and all. He had the damn little the drum, and he'd come out there, boom, 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 and man, the fans would get all riled up. The Medicine Man, people loved him. You couldn't do that crap anymore. That's offensive to damn Native Americans, having the Medicine Man up there cheering on the Chicks. What the hell?
Yeah, and I don't really understand. The offensive part to me is you still have morons like this Jameis Wilson guy.
He is he is an idiot.
I mean, your offense, my sensibilities, and this guy, he goes in and he steals crab legs. He swears, he tells everybody, "Oh, I meant to pay for them. I just forgot.
I just stuffed them under my shirt.
I just forgot." Personally, I didn't know you could get crabs from Publix. I thought you always got crabs from privates.
Well, yeah, but he only got the crab legs, right?
Right. Well, right. But he's not too bright of a guy.
No, his elevator definitely don't hit all the floor.
Right.
He's smart at playing football.
Daddy says he's going to be playing football. He knows his son's elevator don't go to the top, so he's going to make money where he can.
Or working at the damn oil change place, the Jiffy Lube or something. That's about it, I think, for Mr. Winston.
And then you've got the other side of it, which is the morons like Donald Sterling, who is so racist he makes Mel Gibson nervous.
He's an old dirty old cracker.
He's
I think he's got him a new little chick he's shacked up with. He's married to this broad who's in the team with him, but yet he's sleeping around with these young little
the little debutante ladies.
What can we call them?
I don't know, but he's changed the name of Sterling Reputation. I know now it don't mean something good anymore. If you got a Sterling Reputation, it's not it's not one you want.
No, I agree with that. All right, well, I think it's about time we wrap this up. You have some jail time, I think, that's coming up that you need to go serve with some of the stuff that you've come up with today, sir. But I do appreciate you coming out, and it's been most interesting, and it's been very fun to sit down and talk with you today.
I've had a great time. Very entertaining.
Well, thank you. And when we want you to come back, we will call you.
Thanks. I won't wait by the phone.
Yeah, it might be a while, sir. I mean, I don't mind hanging around and talking some smack with you off here, but Lord have mercy.
You're saying you don't want to know me in public. I got you.
I'm just saying I'm going to have to go, put my mouth in the damn bowl over there at the damn Catholic Church or whatever and wash it out real good with the holy water or something because, good Lord, this one's rough. But Mr. Jerry, and are you sure, Jerry, you're not a sports agent?
No. We've got our. I'm not going anywhere with that.
All right. Well, I'm going to call the police now and have you come picked up.
Awesome.
And I think the King's got bail money. So, Don, if you're listening, I know you are. Go bail Mr. Maguire out of jail for us.
Come find me.
His mug will be on GwinnettMugs.com.
Come find me.
Thank you for your time today, sir.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, so there he is. As I told you, that old boy had me in a pretzel, so to speak. There, man. He had me woozy on lazy legs listening to him.
That man grew up with a bar of soap in his mouth all week long.
He's just a little off kilter, that old Kerry Maguire. It's Kerry.
Who'd have thunk it? Kerry Maguire.
Kerry, not Jerry. Kerry.
He never hears that. Man, that sucks. That really does. I mean, it's nothing wrong with his name. It sucks to have a movie come out like that, though.
Yeah. I mean, he was great until the movie came out, probably.
Exactly.
And then it was downhill from there. It gets like, ha, ha, ha.
Everywhere you go, buddy.
The first time I've heard that. First time I heard that today. We're going to get out of here from now. We'll see everybody again next week for the big man, the big round mound of sound, Joe Beasley. It's Wes Parkey. Thank you for tuning in. Come back next Tuesday for another Jump Around podcast. So long, everybody.